Hey guys, this is Austin. Marquez brought a Model 3, so now we're gonna do a Q&A video because that makes sense.
Let's do it.
How long do you think it'll be until smartphones will be able to shoot 8K video?
When will we get an 8K sensor in a phone?
It's gonna
I
be
feel
a
like
while,
Sony is gonna throw it in there in like a year or two. It's gonna happen before we actually care.
But I mean, 8K smartphone video, probably not gonna be great, like, at all, for any reason. It's probably just gonna be like annoying to work with and probably not look that much better anyway.
But think of the crispiness, Austin.
How many Pixel 2 XLs can you fit in your difference in height?
Let's say it's a 5-inch tall phone.
Okay.
I'm just ballparking.
Okay, do we have more than one? Because I think you probably got 1.5 on me, right?
I guess, yeah, I'd say 2.
Wait, try it.
This goes to here, which is 1. That's way taller than me too, so it's between 1 and 2.
Austin, you've never talked about the Tesla Roadster.
Oh yeah.
You actually did a whole video on the Roadster.
I did. I mean, the hype is super real, but that car's not coming out for another at least 2 years to 2020.
Yeah.
So you know, if you're the type of person to buy a car without ever seeing it and just seeing it at an event, then you'd be really into the Roadster. Or
yeah, no one would ever do
Model
that.
3.
For real though, the Roadster is interesting. I'm curious. I think the specs that they've announced are crazy. I mean, like actually crazy.
They seem like targets because again, we get Model 3 and we have all the numbers for it. We're kind of expecting a refresh from Model S where the numbers will kind of put themselves somewhere between Model 3 and Roadsters. So not insane to me. I'm just excited to actually be able to drive it.
So when you get yours, can I have a ride?
Absolutely. Oh, that's gonna be a whole video for sure.
I feel like it's gonna be a series.
Yeah.
Audi versus Tesla. We need a race. So
Audi versus Tesla.
I could beat you in the Model 3, but I'm pretty sure the Model S would win.
Well, which Audi is the question?
My RS3.
Oh, well then yeah, I hope you would beat it.
Yeah, but I could beat your S.
Right.
Although I think I could beat your S around a racetrack, not like on a drag race. You would definitely beat me in a straight line. Maybe this is part 2 of this video.
I think I would take him.
Oh really?
I think I would take him.
You think you could beat me on like an actual road course?
Yeah, because nothing closes in a straight line on Model S.
You would definitely pull on.
So you would have to have some pretty dope cornering ability to make up for that. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out.
Part 2. How did you guys both first meet? Do you actually remember that?
I have an event in mind that I think is...
This is the Galaxy S3 launch.
Okay, I was gonna say a Samsung launch in New York City, but yeah, that sounds about right. So Samsung Galaxy S3, Samsung does this thing every year. They bring out influencers, YouTubers to their events while the phone gets announced and we get to play with it, and this is the first one I'd ever want to.
Same.
And I think we'd probably coordinate and say, I'll be there too, but we finally walk in and like down at the corner at the end of the room, Austin like pops over and goes, yo, what's
With
up?
like my giant stupid shirt.
Yeah, but it's always weird because like people online, you feel like you know them already. You feel like you've met them and you've already had conversations. Hey, what's up? I'm good, how are you? But then you actually meet them and it still feels like a continuation of that.
And if you're me, I'm like, oh, wow, you're tall.
Well, I get that a lot, yeah.
Let's get in the car.
Yeah,
It's too hot in the sun.
It's pretty darn hot right now. What's your favorite camera for YouTube?
I would say the A6300 or 6500 especially. I think that it is kind of expensive, but considering that you're getting a great 4K image, you're getting the in-body stabilization, the autofocus is pretty good.
It's complete and good for the price.
Yeah, totally.
A6500 I've shot with, and it compares well to A7R, if you've ever used one.
Yeah.
Which I've used a lot also for video. Do you know the way?
Oh, I know the way. Can we put that in?
But can you do this?
But can you do this?
Did you talk about you did a best of CES video, but did you have any favorites that really stood out from this year? Or just CES in general?
CES in general wasn't actually that great this year.
Okay, yeah.
It was
I felt jaded saying that, but...
It's just, there wasn't a lot of exciting stuff. Like, I feel like most years there's like a couple things like, oh wow, I can't believe this. And this year there were some good things, but there's nothing I just like lost my mind. It's like, oh man, I can't wait to get this. Like, it was just kind of, it was decent. There's a lot of decent stuff.
I think what happened is companies have realized that their biggest announcements deserve their own event in a sense, so they save those for their own event later in the year.
Yeah.
And as a result, you don't get those massive new product announcements at CES among all the other hype and noise. Instead, you get these sort of, I don't want to call them vaporware, but these sort of fluff pieces.
We don't want to throw a word like that around.
I mean, I don't want to point any fingers, but like you see like Razer's triple-headed laptop, or like you see this rollable TV, and you don't really know when it's coming to market.
Right.
That's the kind of stuff you see at CES.
Yeah.
Just kind of a guess at the future.
It's like concepts.
Yeah. What do you want to see in the Pixel 3?
Ooh. a not garbage town screen would be pretty high up there.
That is definitely something I'd want.
Yeah.
As far as things that are wrong with it, because the rest of the question is, was the screen the only thing that prevented it from being the first perfect smartphone? There's
no such thing.
There you go. There's no perfect smartphone, but that was the biggest part of what I would say turned people away from an otherwise excellent phone.
Yeah. I would love to see a Pixel 3 like standard size, but with the almost bezel-less display. Because I feel like, for me, the Pixel 2 is actually like a really nice size.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So I would love to see sort of like a middle ground like that, where it's still a couple $100 cheaper than the XL.
I have a question for you. Are you a fan of these rounded corners every phone has now?
I don't mind them. Like, I think it looks weird on some. Like, I feel like this, because it actually has, it's bezel-less, but it still has a reasonably big bezel, I think it looks a little weird. I think it looks better on stuff like the S8 or the iPhone.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I know like every phone has rounded corners now, but I'm still like a pretty...
I think you do rounded corners when you have to do rounded corners, not just as a design statement.
Razer phone is that boxy phone, and it's got the boxy corners, and I think it works.
You gotta get those 15 extra pixels.
Exactly.
What are the Cheerio boxes all about?
What are they all about?
Yeah.
They represent freedom.
Freedom. Oh, tell me more.
The freedom to choose your own breakfast cereal without other people judging you for it. To put it wherever you want in the background of your YouTube videos on your channel, no matter what the subject. That's what Cheerios represents.
I think you're just a giant iOS fanboy, and the Cheerios are just your subtle way of putting it in there.
Cheer iOS.
What are your guys' funniest tech flubs or disaster stories? Accidental drops, saying the wrong thing in a video, accidentally deleting footage.
Huh.
I mean, I think I've done all those things. We've definitely accidentally deleted a video.
Drop. You've deleted an entire video from your channel?
Well, no, not from the channel. No, but while we were like editing. So the most recent one was I went to go edit a video. I plugged the drive in and it like ejected in the middle of loading the project. Completely nuked the project.
Yeah.
We've also just accidentally like left footage on like another drive. Like, oh wait, where was that? And it was like already like wiped and stuff.
Right. Okay.
I don't think I've actually accidentally dropped a phone or anything though.
Okay, I'm the opposite of you. I have accidentally dropped a phone. As recent as the OnePlus 5. Before my review, I had it before embargo.
Oh no!
Dropped it, didn't shatter it or anything, but I had some good chunks out of the corners of it before I even shot any of my footage. But luckily I had a meeting with them right after that, in between then and the review, so I showed it to them. I was like, do you mind if I get another one? And they actually did, so that was pretty cool.
Team Crispy Live 2.0 when? I don't know. Do you want to do another one?
I kind of do. I don't know about when. But
it was a lot of work to put the first one together.
I would love to like take all that effort and put it somewhere like like New York or another location. We did that LA one, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I think it would be rewarding to do it again.
Yeah, it was just a lot of work. Because essentially, so if you guys aren't familiar, Team Crispy Live was a live stage show we did probably, what, 2 years or so ago now?
Yeah, at least.
We basically rented out like a whole amphitheater, it's like 500 seats, and we proceeded to be not entertaining for 2 hours and say hello to everyone. So
we answered questions, we talked to people.
You premiered a video, right? Or no, you showed off behind the scenes of the video,
Yeah,
right?
we did it behind the scenes. We showed some never before seen stuff. I signed a lot of people's phones.
Dude, that was so scary. I was like, are you sure? I don't want to ruin your phone.
I defaced a lot of electronics, so that was a fun time. Yeah.
All right, Team Crispy 2, maybe. So with that, I think we have a very successful Q&A. However, we are not done yet. Oh no, because Marquez, I think we're about to go and have some fun in a Model 3.
This is a thing that's happening today, tomorrow, the next day. This is the whip for the week, and we're gonna make a video about it. Are you ready for that? Have you subscribed yet? I hope so. Stay tuned.
You heard him.